Yo, that's cool and all, but if WWE wanna hire a real talent, I can replace that guy. Truth be told, WWE already hired me. They were really impressed, and that's why they fired Braun Strowman. Believe it or not, Vince McMahon actually looked at my physique and said,
"Oh, that's a great body. I think you could replace Braun Strowman."
Belongs to a child.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of SmackDown. Quite a decent show, honestly. I really liked it, especially, like always, what Roman Reigns did. This man is a badass. Every time he talks, you believe in the guy, and if that wasn't enough, Pat McAfee is probably my favorite WWE commentator right now. At first, I didn't really get it, but now I understand where people are coming from. This guy is unbelievable. Roman Reigns is already legit. You respect the guy, you listen to the guy, you want to kiss the guy, hug the guy, you know, all that type of stuff. But during that entrance, Pat McAfee put over Roman Reigns like no one else ever did. He called him the greatest WWE superstar of all time. He called him handsome. He called him all these things. He just couldn't shut up about how great Roman Reigns is, and I absolutely loved it. I love this because Pat McAfee isn't even a heel. I don't think he is, right? So it kinda just makes sense to be like, you know, maybe this guy is a bit of a dick, but he's the greatest of all time. And he's handsome. I don't see a single lie. Roman says there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Bring me my cousins. Roman Reigns says Jay already acknowledged me, but it's now time for Jimmy to acknowledge me. Jimmy reminds Roman Reigns that he already did it Hell in a Cell. You know, when he choked me and told me to acknowledge. You know, remember that stuff, Roman? Yeah, that's when I acknowledge you. Roman said okay. Jimmy says it's about tonight. Locking down the tag team division, making the family proud, and becoming 7-time champions. Roman just nods his head and wishes the Usos good luck. Reigns tells them to remember the whole family is watching, so you better get the job done and bring me the titles when it's over. Surprisingly, Roman Reigns was actually very understanding in the situation. He just has his demands. If you're doing something, better do it right and bring me the gold. No excuses. So I actually liked how Roman Reigns was, you know, kinda fair in this situation. So we got the SmackDown Tag Team Titles match, the Usos versus the Mysterios, which is actually pretty awesome because we saw family versus family or family versus familia. The match was entertaining. I wish they actually saved it for a pay-per-view because honestly you could kinda build a pay-per-view around this match in a way. You know, it could be a semi-main event or something, family versus family, but we got it on SmackDown and I can't really complain anyway. The match itself was actually very entertaining. I really like this spot right here. I don't think we ever saw that. Dominic Mysterio pinned Jimmy Uso with a roll-up, but Jimmy got his shoulder up and the referee didn't see it, so it was unfair, they complained, but the referee's decision was final. The Mysterios retained the championships.
Can't wait to bring these championships back to Aaliyah.
Backstage, the Usos are trying to explain the situation to Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns says, no excuses. I told you to get the job done and you didn't. You better find Adam Pearce or Sonya Deville and get these championships by the end of the night. So that was all great, but the highlight of this segment was Roman Reigns talking to the wrong Uso. Reigns asks Jimmy if he understands his position while looking at Jay. Jay says, I'm Jay, not Jimmy. Roman Reigns laughs and asks if it matters anyway with the way things are going. What an abusive son of a bitch. I love this guy, man. That was such a strong promo. It's all about the little things. Just being passive aggressive to his cousins, you know, treating like they don't matter anymore and they're not different characters anymore. They're just the Usos again, just twins. And while he's being a dick, you can still find a positive because he's trying to motivate them and make sure they are champions, you know, making family proud. He's a heel, he's a dick, he's a bad human being. he does have a point. And Roman Reigns better be happy his cousins are not clones because it just couldn't work. You understand my position, Epico? That's the most unrealistic lip you have ever seen. Just simply impossible. So of course later in the show the Usos found Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. Adam Pearce says the decision is final. Sonya Deville says yeah, but it was unfair, so we'll see what we can do. Later on the show they found the Mysterios and announced a match in the main event for the tag team championship.
Seriously?
It's okay.
Not gonna lie, I'm kinda proud of my son.
Ray is a bit older. He was like,
You know what? I just wanna sit in a hot tub and enjoy some matches. From my son Dominic Mysterio. Booyaka.
Dominic, is still young, he has that energy, so he was like, okay, whatever, we're gonna fight. So, that got me still interested in this episode. I was waiting for that match because you never know, we might get new tag team champions, or Roman Reigns is gonna get involved, what Jimmy Uso is going to do, a lot of questions, and that's why SmackDown is still thriving, because this story is really, really good. We saw an interview with Seth Rollins. Kayla is asking all these questions about Cesaro, why you attacked him 2 weeks ago, what's gonna happen when he's returning, and Seth Rollins just threw this mini microphone into Kayla and left smiling. Seth Rollins was not ready for an interview, but we still gotta see his suit, and I appreciate that. Chad Gable wants to be a manager for the Street Profits because, they're kinda, getting worse in his eyes. Profits are down, whatever, and they just laughed and said no. Later on the show we saw Otis, and he says you better apologize. They didn't apologize, and my man handled both of them. Say what you will, maybe we don't have a lot of tag teams, but SmackDown is doing pretty okay with them. Carmella claims she's the most beautiful woman in the WWE. We saw the match, Carmella wins and tells the announcer to announce her as the most beautiful female in the WWE. Honestly, that's a great way to bring back the Divas Championship. Then again, I'm not letting go of that title anytime soon. We saw this bizarre Bianca Belair and Bayley segment. Bianca is cutting the same promo again, how she overcame anything and she still achieved everything no matter what people said. We saw Bayley and she says, I'm gonna be the last one laughing, and we saw a bunch of Baileys on screens, and I don't know. Still not interested. I wish I would care. That's the least interesting story on SmackDown right now, for me personally. We saw King Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know whether that's the case for a long time now, but WWE announced Shinsuke Nakamura as King of Strong Style. I'm pretty sure that was kinda banned in the WWE. Maybe they're using it for like 2 years right now, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he was called the Artist, known as Shinsuke Nakamura. We saw the match in which, surprisingly, King Corbin won. He got his crown back, Shinsuke attacks him and gets his crown back, and they still came out on top even though Shinsuke lost the match. I don't know where this story is going. I'm pretty sure it should be for the crown, or maybe the return of the King of the Ring tournament, but I don't know, I really hope so. But at this point, we never heard any of that. We also saw the Intercontinental Championship match, Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews. Before the match, Aziz attacks Kevin Owens, but he still made it. We saw the match, which was actually pretty okay in my opinion. Kevin Owens lost the match, Apollo Crews retains, and after the match, we saw Sami Zayn attacking Kevin Owens. This is pretty decent, but at this point, I like Apollo, I'm glad he's a champion, but it's kinda getting stale, like there's nothing new. And I know it probably shouldn't happen right now, but I would rather see Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Not only the matches would be spectacular, also there's history, and I would like to see that rivalry again. I mean, they're still feuding, but I want that focus on these two. And of course, in the main event, we saw the SmackDown Tag Team Titles match. Usos versus Mysterios. It continues, and it was just as expected, still pretty entertaining. And the question was, are we going to see the new Tag Team Champions? Well, the Mysterios were about to win the match. Reigns got tired of it, he attacked Mysterios, and then he just acted ruthless, unforgiving, beaten the living crap out of both of the Mysterios, while Jay and Jimmy the Usos had to watch. Jay was indifferent at first. Jimmy said, "Not like this. Let's leave Uso." Jay is confused. He doesn't know who to pick, Reigns or Jimmy Uso. Reigns continues with the attack. He doesn't give a damn. So that was your SmackDown. Jimmy is still not buying into this Roman Reigns thing, into this family thing. He just wants to be in a tag team with his brother, but Roman Reigns says it's more than about this tag team, it's about family, and it doesn't matter what we do, it's all about family. While obviously Jimmy Uso is going to join the family at one point, I think it's time to have Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso for the championship. You know, basically the same thing that happened with Jey Uso. He beats the crap out of Jimmy so much, he has no choice but to acknowledge him and understand. And I'm pretty sure this is where WWE are going. Also, Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is coming and Roman Reigns doesn't have a match yet. That should be it. That definitely should be it. So that was your SmackDown. A pretty decent show. You know, decent stories. As always, especially stuff with Roman Reigns. So thank you for watching this video, and in case you didn't acknowledge me, you know what to do. Click that notification button, subscribe button, and like this video to acknowledge me as your forehead of the table.